out of the old hairpin. Oh no!
JC's going to send it? You bet he is. Oh, look at the Aston, just with the nice little battle here. Carrying huge speed through the crater curve.
Aston runs wide and he's in the grass.
Oh, there's a bit of contact.
Oh, almost side by side through there. Hello and welcome everyone. This is season 4, round 7. This is the Pro Division for Race on Oz. Tonight we are at one of the most historic circuits, not just on a racing calendar, but anywhere. It's the historical Monza. And I tell you what, probably 3 words describe this circuit: history, passion, and speed. It's a circuit where I tell you, if there's a racetrack in the world where the ghosts walk amongst the trees, it's motorsport's temple of speed. It's got to be Monza. Tonight, I am joined once again by Nige. Nige, my man, how are you?
Good, Nick. How you doing, bud?
I am very good, thank you. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too.
This is going to be a good one tonight in Monza. I can't wait to get this started, and we're on the back end of the season. There's only, I think, 3 rounds to go after this. Yeah, after this one. So this is we're getting down to the business end of the season. So let's get this started. So let's have a look at previous results. So this was last time out at Alton Park. It was that man again for Bruce Hale Racing. It was Slambo Baggin. He was our race winner. It was a Bruce Hale Bruce Hale Racing 1-2, sorry, with a River Runs joining him on the podium. And then for ICR, it was Vic Chan taking out the final podium position. Adman had a good result. Shout out to Adman. He commentated last week on the AM1 division. Did an absolutely cracking job. If you haven't checked it out, yeah, he was. Did he fill your boots? Did he fill your shoes last week, Nige? You were commentating with me instead of AM1.
Mate, I really enjoyed it, having been on the mics earlier with you, and then just to sit back and watch the M1 room and hear Addy call it for the first time. That was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. He did a great job, and I think he's taken a bit of a liking to it. So looking forward to listening to more of it next week. After that, it was Pagny and Next Level Racing in P5, P6. So it was Eagle Wind and Brenticles. Then Bounty, the first of the Gamesman Racing team, was Burradog. P9 was Ty Morgo. And then rounding out the top 10 was ROOZ for Gamesman Racing team. So that was the last round results. What did you think of the race last time, Nige? Oh, look, I thought Alton was a fantastic track for the boys to have a run in. Hadn't been there before. Super technical track, and I thought the racing was really good. I thought, those 4 guys that were in contention in Pro at Alton 2 weeks ago, kept it super interesting for an hour.
Yep, we were thoroughly entertained for the hour, that's for sure. Just having a look through the results there as well. Some of the biggest movers and shakers. And once again, this graphic here is proudly brought to you by Andrali. He puts these together every single round, so massive shout out to him. We can see Bruce made up 7 spots to finish P10. We also have Brent Want, who took up 5 positions too. So that was pretty good for him. I think Barters had a bit of a rough day. I think he dropped 10 spots. So no good for Barters in the Selby Acoustics Racing. They didn't have a good round last round either. 14th, 17th and 18th. Not very well represented there, so they'll be hoping to have a good one tonight. We're about 9 and a bit minutes away, so we will be starting very shortly. I see a lot of people in the chat already. Welcome, everyone. That's awesome to see. I will get to you in a moment. We just got to get through all of this first, because we do have a fair bit of stuff to get through. All right, so steady yourselves. This is the animation part. So we have 2 this week. The first one I'm about to show you is the Drivers' Championship animation. So we've not yet seen this. So I'll give you 2 seconds just to steady yourself. I'm going to play it right now. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, I thought it almost stuffed up there, but it didn't. So this is for the individual championship. And as you can see, similar to what we saw the other week with the team situation, this is the drivers, and this is all drivers, so across all divisions as well. So we can see Vic Chan has had a fantastic run. That man Footner from the Pro Series as well. He's out there doing his thing. We're up to Nürburgring, Alton Park, and that's pretty much it. So where it stands is this is across the Pro-Am and the AM divisions as well. Footner on top, 123 points. Then it's Stukar. So I believe Stukar's from AM1. Is that right, Nige?
It is.
Yeah, beautiful. So he's in P2. And then Vic Chan, the Bionic Man. He's there in P3. So the top two place getters right now are from the Pro and the AM1 division. Vic Chan down there in the Pro Series as well. We got a little bit of chat going on about the ups and the downs of everyone. So I thought that was pretty cool. What are your thoughts on the championship picture at the moment, Nige? I'm springing this on you. This is the first time Nige has seen this, so sorry to drop you in it, Nige.
No, I still haven't seen it.
Oh, you still haven't seen it? You're not watching. You're not watching the stream, Nige.
No, I'm collecting onboard data.
Okay. Oh. This is professional level stuff going on here. All right. Well, that's the championship picture. So that's the individual championship picture. Now, get ready. We are going to do the teams championship. So let me get it going. Here it goes. All right. So we did see this the other week. So this is across, obviously, all teams as well. And we're just having a look at Bruce Hale Racing. Sort of up and down, up and down. It's up there at the top at the moment. P&L boys are doing quite well. Selby Acoustics, they need to just... here we go. They pulled it out. Poor old ICR. Your boys, Nige. They've gone... we saw last week in the Pro Division, though. We saw Haggis go quite well. We'll talk about that next week. But that's where it stands after Alton Park. It's obviously a fresh round. Bruce Hale Racing on top there with 916 points. Selby Acoustics Racing 870, and it's pretty close between the next ones. So P&L, Pagny and Next Level Racing 864, and then Gamesman Racing Team 860. So there's nothing between P2, 3, and 4, and even there's not much between the top 4 overall. ICR just lagging a little bit, but they could have a cracking round this one and pull it out. So I won't ask you what your thoughts are, Nige.
Thank you.
But that is the championship. But greetings to everyone in the chat. So I see Paul Ince is in there as well. Burrow Dog, Cray, my man. How are you, Burrow Dog? I think we'll see if Adman's son Lenny is cheering for you tonight or his dad. Who else we got? We got Paul Ince there. Hi to Paul Ince. Ethan's in there as well. G'day, boys. Burrow Dog. He's giving some love to you as well, Nige, as he should, as everyone should as well.
Cheers, boys. Howdy.
Paul Ince talking about P&L moving up the table this week. What else do we have? Evening or Big Les is in there. Big Les did the Go to Woe series last week. He did the onboard lap. He was fantastic at that. We won't talk about his race though. But yeah, we've got a few boys. Who's football in the groin? Who is that? All right. Oh. Stuart Barkley's in there. Metal Steel. Come on, ICR. Gaming Eclipse. What's up? I think that is Kamangu, the man who helped do the video with Andrelli as well. So hello to everyone. Welcome. And if you're watching on replay, welcome to you as well. All right. We have 4.5 minutes before we start, so that is going to give us enough time to talk about the 11-turn, 5.79 kilometer Monza circuit. I've talked a lot, Nige. Now it's your turn.
Oh, JJ in the wall, practice. So he's going to need a new windscreen. Temple of Speed. What could you possibly say that hasn't already been said? This is just it's one of the most brilliant tracks in the world. Whether you like it or hate it, doesn't matter, because it's just such a quick track. And some people complain that it's stop and go, but it's like, yeah, but if you're doing 275 clicks down the straight, who cares? You know, the track's wide enough for good racing. The chicanes obviously make racing very, very tricky. If you're in a side-by-side situation on the approach to a chicane, inside or outside, it doesn't matter. You'll be very, very nervous. The curbs, looks like a lot of the guys are staying away from the curbs. Bentley River in the Fezzer looks like he's able to use the curbs, but they'll all be staying away from the sausage curbs. And yeah, 3 minutes to go, mate. The qualifying around here is very important, but we all know what can happen into the Redifilio chicane on lap 1. So big test for the boys tonight.
It is going to be a big test. I think we've all experienced some sort of trauma going into the first chicane in some shape or form over our time, whether it's this game or other games and public lobbies and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, it's one of my favourite tracks. We were talking about it before we came on air. It was always one of those tracks that was classed as an easy track on a lot of games, but when you actually play it, it's not so easy. It's hard to get right. It's simple. It's only 11 turns, and it's a quick lap as well. It's less than 2 minutes in a GT3 car, even faster in other Formula cars. But yeah, I think it's going to be a cracker. I do like this track. I like the history of the track. And tell us a little bit about your history of with Italy and Monza, Nige. Give us a little bit of insight.
Yeah, so I've spent a bit of time in the north of Italy. Haven't been to Monza on a race event, but got close to the track, been into the park. Actually been to Imola, so we'll talk about that in a month or so when we go racing there. But the north of Italy is beautiful. Monza's just north of Milan.
Yep.
And it's in a beautiful parkland. You know, you can see lots of trees trackside, and it is a beautiful part of the world, so close to the mountains.
Yeah. Well, it's beautiful, especially on those nice, beautiful sunny days as well that you often see on TV. I've not been there myself. I've not had the pleasure of going to Italy as yet. Maybe 2030 when all of this mess gets cleaned up. But in the meantime, we're just going to have to do it virtually. So we are T-minus 1 minute left before we will be able to go racing. A little bit about the circuit. Built in 1922, so over 100 years old. So the history is it's embedded in this track. The world's third purpose-built motor racing circuit. After Brooklands and Indianapolis. So that's pretty cool. The third ever purpose-built circuit. A lot of history here. A lot of, obviously, motor racing in its infancy back then as well. 52 drivers have perished at the track. 35 spectators in total as well. So nearly 100 lives have been claimed here. The last was 2000, the death of a marshal, unfortunately. So I've got a few other little fun facts for the circuit, as do you, Nige. We are about to get underway, so let me take this screen off. So there we go. So we're just over 2 minutes left to go before we get round 7 of the Pro Division of Race on Oz underway. We can see there as well. It was Vic Chan pulled that out right at the end there. Yeah.
So 27 thousandths between Vic and River in the McLaren and Ferrari, respectively. Yeah. That is unreal.
Yes, that is extremely close.
Green light, go, go, go.
Here we go. All right, so because the River runs, he was up there pretty much the whole time, and then Vic Chan's just pipped him. All right, so cars are going out. Here we go. Barters, I think, was the first man out on the circuit for Selby Acoustics Racing.
They're pouring out. They're all heading out straight away.
Well, it's only 15-minute quali. You've probably got time.
Quite a long lap.
Yeah, it's about a minute, just under 2 minutes. So plus you've got the warm-up lap. probably, what do you reckon, get probably 2 runs at it, really, before you before qualifying's over, would you say?
Yeah, definitely get 2 runs. It just purely comes down to whether you can get the pressures into the window on 1 lap, or whether they'll need a second to really bring the temperatures up. So they'll probably have, I don't know, 3 or 4 laps worth of fuel on board.
Yep.
But I'm on board with Vic at the moment, and he is on the brakes heading into Della Roggia, and trying to find a rhythm, get all the temperatures up.
Yeah, so that's going to be the important part, finding that rhythm, getting the tyres into the working window, and getting that flying lap done. It's all about keeping your momentum around this track as well. It's utmost important. So we'll just go through the field. We've got HSV. He'll be looking to have a good result tonight. So he's out there. Everyone's out there. This man as well, JJ Penguin. So he's back in the Mercedes. He was in the Audi for a couple of races. Big Les, slipstreaming may play a part. I reckon it will. This track is synonymous with it. So I'd say we will see definitely some slipstreaming tonight. I think that's what's going to make it quite exciting as well. This is Ty Morgo for P&L. He's with us tonight. We've got 18 in the lobby, which is another really good result. So another strong field out there. Brenticles. So, Nige, you're going to do an on-board lap with us. So let us know whoever you choose. That's something that we did with Juzzy when he was commentating. Hope Juzzy's well as well. Hope he's managed to get home and watch the stream.
Nick, jump on board with Vic.
Vic.
Where is he?
There he is.
There he is.
Yep.
He's just coming. Yep, just across the start-finish line.
Beautiful.
So heading down to the Red Filio. 3, 2, 1. Hard on the brakes. Yep, late turn in, little bit of curb, change of direction, straighten her up for it. So the McLaren's got fantastic traction, good torque, and through Curva Grande on his first flying lap, nice tight line, really let it just slightly open up the steering, keeps it to the right, into the Della Roggia, 3, 2, 1. How much curb does he use? Just enough. Oh, this McLaren changes direction so well. Heading up to Lesmo 1. Down to 3rd gear, I'd expect. Just keeping the right side tyres on the curb. Into Lesmo 2. Oh, he's got good speed. Oh, he's lost a little bit on the exit. But he's heading down underneath the bridge up to Ascari. Oh, this track is so good, and these boys will be sweating it after this qualifying session. It is very intense. How much curb? Oh, a lot on the inside. A lot on the inside. And that's the one that...
That's the one that gets you.
That's the one you really want to be trying aggressive with to maximise your exit speed. So he's looking good into the Parabolica. 3, 2, 1. It'll be a 3rd gear corner in the McLaren. Nice tight line and hard on the gas, and then it's opening up and heading toward the start finish line. So River's done a 47.9, Vic does a 47.8. So
Woo. All right,
this is looking good.
It's heating up already. Awesome work, Nige, as well. So we can see times are starting to filter in. We've got, I'll quickly go to JJ, he's coming through now. So Vic Chan with a 147.8 has kicked us off. A River runs right behind him in P2. And you got Barters up there in P3. Eagle Wind for P&L up there in P4. So he's a strong performer, Eagle Wind. He's, I think
very strong.
Yeah, he's always sort of top 5, top 6. Brenticles, he's another strong runner. Gaza, he's up there. K-Man, good to have him back tonight as well. Adman, Bounty, and Andrali as well rounds out our top 10. So drivers yet to set a lap right now. Is this man on screen? JJ Penguin. But Aaron, Fly, Slambo, Ty Morgo, Kart number 1, and Wheezy Weston are all out there right now. See if I can pick up one of those just coming through now. Where are we? So just trying to find one of these guys. I might just stick with JJ for now. And we'll
Yeah,
wait
he's trying to get in the toe of Vic and just maximise his top speed a little bit more. Smart racing.
Well, Big Les said it in the chat that slipstreaming will come into play here tonight, and it's already proving to be the right call. So we'll stay on board. We'll stay with JJ until the end. I don't know what the thoughts were going back to the Mercedes. I don't know if you've spoken to him about it or if anyone knows, but yeah, since last round he went from Audi to the Mercedes. Not too sure what the reason was behind that. So JJ, he's going to set his first time lap.
No. So he's on his first flyer this time. So JJ's obviously had a couple of invalidations, maybe.
Yep. All right, so Slambo, he's set a time up there as well. Aaron's going to come across the line. He puts his car in P11. Wheezy Weston, let's see if this is his first time lap. So he brings that P&L McLaren around, comes to the goes to the shortest run to the line, goes P9. So nice work from Wheezy Weston. And then kart number 1 in the Aston Martin. The sole Aston Martin in the field. He's about to set off on his fast lap. I might go have a look at JJ again. We've got 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes left in the session. There's a little bit more love for Adman in his AM stream last week. So, yeah, I agree with you, Paul Ince. It was a ripper. It was very enjoyable to listen to as we see JJ running a little bit wide through Lesmo 1. A little bit on the dirt on Lesmo 2. He's got a little bit of traffic up ahead. So I don't think that will distract him too much. They should be able to get out of his way. He should be all right. So...
yeah, it looked like he had a hard time getting the Merc turned in enough through Lesmo 1. But the rest of the lap, the first half, looked good. Oh, and he's just caught the inside curve through Ascari, and that's put him off.
That was a great pickup there by you, Nige. Great work.
I'm watching from cockpit cam, Nick, and I'm watching the wheel a lot. Martin Brundle, whenever he calls the onboard footage, he's always watching the hands, and you basically you get a sense of where the car's going from watching the hands.
Yeah, they talk a lot about hacksawing the wheel a lot of the times as well. So, yeah, I do notice him saying that as well. So Ty Morgo, he's coming around for his first time lap. He goes P11 for P&L. I think Fly... he's just coming down the straight out of Lesmo 2 into Ascari chicane. So named after, what was his name? Alberto Ascari. The Ascari, the actual name itself is quite, it's the Germanic meaning. So Ans means God and Gar means spear. So Ansgar is Ascario in Italian. So God of, spear of God. Is what Ascari actually means.
That is awesome.
that is pretty cool.
Yeah. How fitting is that?
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty badass. As we watch, we were on board with Fly. He's coming through Parabolica. Yeah, I thought that was pretty badass actually.
Totally.
So he's yet to set a time. What about K-Man? He's just coming through at the end of his lap now. But yeah, it was named after Alberto Ascari, who unfortunately 26th of May 1955. He was just doing some testing for a 1,000-kilometre race as K-Man doesn't improve his time. And he wasn't meant to be in the car that day, but just decided to hop in and do a couple of laps. Lost control at the, it wasn't called the Ascari chicane before that. And flipped out, fell out of the, got thrown from the car and died not long after. So safety wasn't as prominent back then. He was wearing a jacket, tie, shirt, ordinary trousers, and a white helmet when he passed away. So yeah, safety's come a long way. He was the only, him and Michael Schumacher, the only back-to-back world champions for Ferrari as well. So that's my little fun fact that I did at the end of work today instead of working. But JJ Penguin, he's going to come across the line. He's not, still can't get a time at the moment. I'm not too sure what's happening with him. But we've got 5 minutes left in the session. Nige, what do you know? What are you seeing?
Mate, I am keeping an eye on top speeds. I've seen Barter's 276. I've seen River 275. Vic 274. So that's the Lambo, Ferrari, and McLaren. It looks like the Bentley is a couple of clicks slower and the Ferrari 1 or 2 clicks slower again. Don't have data for the Merc or the Audi at the moment, but
Okay.
I know that even though the Porsche is not great in its top speed, in the toe is when you can really extract a lot of straight line speed. So even if those Porsche boys, where are they, P10, P14 at the moment, they should be strong in the race. It really comes down to, obviously, driver performance tonight under pressure.
Yep.
When it matters. But straight line speed, you want the cars to handle really, really well through Lesmo 1 and 2. So they're third gear, medium speed corners. And the guys who have got a really good setup working for them, they're the ones that'll have the confidence for the hour.
Yeah, well, straight line speed, it's, well, they call it the temple of speed. Andrali goes P13. Yeah,
Nice.
It's going to be super important. Last week's last round, race winner Slambo Baggin in his Porsche. He moves up into P9, so nice work from him. We have just over 3 minutes remaining in the session, and it's that man of River Runs.
That is incredible time, Nick. 47.4.
He did that's faster than his practice time. He did a 47.6 in practice earlier on. Barters doesn't improve his time there. What else do we have out there? Wheezy Weston, he's P7, P6 now, so he moves up the spot. He's looking good. Good to see Wheezy back and doing well. What about a River Runs? He's just about to come across the line now. Does he improve his time? No, he doesn't, but he does remain in P1. That's the most important part. Hey, this dude here, he's having a good result, HSV, so far, up in P5. He's only...
Mate, ICR, 3 of the top 5. This is the best night we've ever had.
Ah, here we go, Nige. This is the comeback.
3 rounds to go. Can we do it?
You've lulled everyone into a false sense of security. You guys are going to spring the surprise on him now. Here comes K-Man as well. So he will stay. He moves up to P5.
Nice.
So, nice work from K-Man. Here comes Adman, his son Lenny. Hope he's cheering him on tonight. What do we got here? Paul Ince, thrown from a race car in his Sunday best. Yes, that was pretty brutal. Big Les, believe JJ won't get points due to a car change. I'm not too sure about it. Do you know anything about that? Nige, you're a bit more au fait with that kind of stuff, or?
No, that one's to be confirmed.
Okay, all right. All right, so... All right, this is Slambo coming around. We've got 1 minute 40 remaining. Here comes Brenticle, so he's down in P11, taking that wide line through Parabolica. Short run to the line. He remains there in P12. I think we got Wheezy on another lap. JJ Penguin is under the pump right now. He has not set a time. The only driver to not set a time in this qualifying session for round 7. As Wheezy stays in P7 for now. This is a River Runs. Can he improve his time? A 47.4. Nah, that Ferrari remains still in pole position though, with 1 minute remaining. It's coming down to the wire. Here comes Fly. He's down in P16. So around Parabolica. I was told, well, I did my research on this corner. It kind of wrecked my... I'm not good with numbers. I'm not good with maths. But they were talking about parabolas and going parabolic. And then they were talking about stock markets. And it all got it. And then they're talking about the curvature of satellites. And I was like, yeah, I'll just give up on that one. Here comes JJ, though. He sets a time. P15. All right. I don't think you'll be particularly happy with that. Adman. He's down there in P16. So let's see what he can do. Yeah, but parabolas and all that sort of stuff. It's if you like your maths and things like that, you might like it. Not really my cup of tea. All right. So that is this. Yeah, that's the session done. Lots of cars still out on track. It's a River Runs. Looks like he's going to take the pole position.
He will.
Vic and HSV here. That's a great result for
Yes,
HSV
it is.
up there.
Yep. This is only his second, third race.
I think
in
second.
Pro?
I think second
Yep.
in pro, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he missed the Nürburgring and Alton Park. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Wheezy's off. Wheezy's off at Parabolica, so that'll be his session completed. Fly is coming through Ascari chicane, so he's nice and
Yeah, there's a
secure.
few boys still on the lap.
Yeah, we might just go with Eaglewind. Will be the last one that we see, because I want to get the I want to get the camera up the front. Fly. Well, we'll see. Fly might end up near the front as he comes through the final turn. Parabolica runs it wide. He's got that big sausage curb there to just keep people honest. Short run to the line. And he moves up into P16. So nice result for him.
Well, as ever, JJ is on a flyer right at the end of the session, exiting Parabolica. Here we go. Never put him out. What's he got?
Oh, P6!
P6.
Oh, all right.
He is a master of that late quali session lap.
That's
Second.
That's some pressure right there. Performance under pressure, but a River Runs. He's performed the best. So he is a 147.4. He is our pole position winner. Congratulations to a River Runs. It was Vic Chan after that P2. And HSV, a cracking result for him. Eaglewind in P4. Barters in P5. JJ, we just spoke about P6. Bounty in P7. K-Man, another good result. Wheezy, a good result. And Ty Morgo, a good result as well. That's our top 10 for round 7 at Monza. This is the Pro Division race on Oz. What were your thoughts, Nige? What did you think of the session? It went by quick as it usually does.
I was not expecting a 47.4. Not even close. So that is a sensational time from River. I can't tell you whether he had any help in a tow or not. I know the BHR boys are well and truly drilled. Good to see Gaz and K-Man back in Pro after Pro-Am last time out. I am riding high, dude. I got all 3 boys in the top 7, so you got one happy camper at this end of the line.
I can just hear I can hear the smile on your face. I can hear I can hear your heart swelling with pride right now. So we'll cheer on those ICR boys. Haggis, speaking of ICR, he put in a fantastic effort last week. The Scotsman, so he's cheering them on. Ethan, Pano, Wheezy and Ty need to help each other to get up early. Paul Ince is quite excited. Burrodog, I'll take JJ and Cermix Squid. I don't know what Cermix Squid is on about. Okay, placing bets on facing the wrong way. Turn 1, lap 1. Who's your pick? That's Stuart Barkley. All right, I'll leave that to you guys, because if we talk about that, then it's our fault, Nige. So we'll stay right away from that.
Not going near it.
No, not going to touch that one with a 10-foot barge pole. All right, so the other end of the grid there, Aaron in P11. Slambo, after last week's success, he's down there, last round, sorry. He's down there in P12. Brenticles, he's in P13. Gaza, he's in P14. Then you got Andrali, so he's making up P15. Then Fly, who we saw at the end of the session, move up into P16. Adman. That's unusual for Adman to be that low. And then cart number 1 is bringing up P18, the final row of the grid, as we've got just over 1 minute remaining before we go racing for 60 minutes around Monza for the Pro Division for race on Oz. All right. It all just happened so quick.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're right, though, Nick. Those Porsche boys will be disappointed, I would expect, after doing so well last time out at Alton Park. But BHR still on top. I'd expect the Porsche boys to probably have a stronger race. The problem with the Porsche is that because of where the engine is, it's got a very small diffuser. So if you start taking aerodynamics out of the rear wing, it's got very little downforce at the rear, and it can be very sketchy.
Okay, yep. Well, it's a low downforce circuit generally. It's all about maximising speed in a straight line. So I guess it's that it's the payoff, isn't it, of what you sacrifice to get in return. So we'll see how they go. Hope everyone's remembered their setups as well, to put them in all there as River runs. He's getting us underway, but there is a lot of orange there, Nige. So those ICR boys looking very good. Selby Acoustic's done a good job up there. So is P&L. Poor old JJ, he's a little bit by himself for the Games and Racing team up there. I think his closest comrade might be down in, his support's down in P15, P16. So Andrali and Fly, they're down there in the lower part of the field. It's going to be JJ fighting by himself for GRT, but I'm sure he's up to it after that qualifying effort he pulled out right at the last minute. All right, Big Les, clean and consistent gets you there. Yeah. So let us know in the chat who's your pick, who have you got winning this one, as they complete their warm-up lap, as they go through Curva Grande. Curva Grande means big curve. It's very technically named, isn't it? Also known as Curva Biassono, for the village that's next to it as well. So I thought that was cool. So they're just coming through there into the first chicane, which the name escapes me for now. Can't remember what it was.
Second chicane. That's the Della Roggia.
Yeah. I don't know if the first. I don't know if the second chicane. Yeah, the Della Roggia. Yeah. And then Lesmo 1, Lesmo 2. So there's actually a little small town in the province of Monza and Brianna called Lesmo. So so I thought that was interesting as well. But the Curva, the Della Roggia chicane, asphalt went in there in 2007 in the runoff. So instead of having gravel, they put in asphalt there to make it a little bit more safe for drivers. So that's a little one. I think that's all my notes. That's all. I can get them out of the way. I can put them over there, and we can just talk about the racing. All right.
Good stuff, Nick.
Who have we got here? Haggis, let's get a clean first lap. I don't think we'll have any issues going into the first chicane.
These boys know how to do it.
Yeah. I think they're all.
You just can't afford to take the risk.
No, it's 60 minutes, and it's the old adage is that the race is not won at the first corner. Although we've all been there, we've all done it. I don't think. Well, I have. I know that. But yeah, I don't think we'll see that from these guys. That's more public open lobby stuff that you see that kind of behaviour around this track. But we don't. That's not how we roll here at ROOZ. It's a lot more, a lot higher level, high calibre than what you see out there. I've used up my research on the warm-up. I just had to get it out, mate. I had all the bullets in the gun. I was like, it's got to shoot them. Got to get them out. Now I've got I'm ready to go. I can just commentate on the race. All right, so they're all getting side by side now. Look at that beautiful field. It's quite nice. A nice camera angle. So
yes, does look good.
Yeah, so come around Parabolica side by side. This is all done pretty much manually, and it looks a lot easier than it is. It's a lot harder than it looks to get all this done, but they do it every time without fail. And we're about to get this one underway. Who are we waiting for? Klaus is his name, I think. That's what you Klaus. Once Klaus gives us the green, we'll be on our way.
Good luck, guys.
There it is. Let's go racing at Monza. 60 minutes. Kicks off right now. Looks like they got a pretty good start there. Let's get it right in there. Awesome. So get the front. River. It's got a good start. HSV's trying to split him up the middle. Going 3 wide up the front straight. But River's going to lead him through. HSV in second. Eagle Win gets through there as well. They're all able to make it through. No one's turned around. As we can see them all filter out. But a River runs. He's going to lead Vic Chan around the Curva Grande. HSV holds on to P3 and Eagle Wind still in P4, and everyone's made it through turn 1 and 2, the first chicane. We're all underway. No one's turned around. I didn't see anyone getting any touches as the timing screen just does its thing. Oh, there's someone went off. I think that might be Wheezy in the P&L. It is. Yep.
He's gone deep into the Della Roggia and he's bailed out in order to avoid contact with Bounty. He's done a very good job.
So he's going to have to filter back in there. He's just in front of his teammate. I think that's Ty Morgo. Slambo was up there as well. We'll get back to the front here as they come up the back straight for the first time. And it's a River Runs in P1, leading them up there under the bridge. Looked like that might have been Barters trying to make a move on JJ. It is into the Ascari, and he does. So he manages to get that Lamborghini up the inside of the Mercedes, and JJ comes under attack from K-Man straight away as they head towards the Parabolica for the first time. You can see him in the tow there, looking up the inside. Thinks better of it, so we'll see for the run up the front straight for the first time. Oh, he's got Bounty, I think, right behind him as well.
Yep.
And we see someone in the pits.
Eagle pits. Wow.
Very, very early on.
Eagle and Ty in the pits. So PNL boys, strategically, they are going to go early and get clean air. Oh, and look at that. The BHR Gaz. What's that? Slambo and Gaz up to P8 and P9 at the end of lap 1. So a fantastic opening lap for them.
We've got a lot of drivers in the pits. Wheezy is in there.
Yep.
So Wheezy, Adman is in there. Who else is in there? Adman, Wheezy, Ty Morgo, you said. I'm just putting
PNL
it.
boys heading out right now. So they've got a bit of formation flying. And Wheezy's still stationary, so maybe getting some repairs done. Adds out as well.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we've got a few. I think Wheezy might have been more repairs rather than strategy. His teammates would have been more strategy, I would think. All right. So it's still a River Runs leading for Vic Chan. JJ right on the back of Barters now. So he's been able to retake P5. K-Man's right behind him in P6. Bounty, Slambo, Gazza and Brenticles rounds out the top 10. And then obviously those drivers separated themselves. You've got...
Vic has had an issue through Ascari. HSV up to P2.
Oh, there we go. So I did see a River had pulled out a fair bit there. He's sort of gapped these guys. Let's see if Vic can fight back up the front straight. He pulls out of the draft pretty early there.
Yeah, he's going to have another bite. This is going to be interesting. So this is perfect for River.
Can he get it done? He's going to have to go super late on the brakes, and he does! Look at that. That's a sensational move. He came from a fairway back there. I think that was Bounty going off. It was one of the ICR. Bentley's there he is. So he's gone through the bollards there, up the escape road, through the first turn. I think he's been able to maintain position in P7. He has. He's got Slambo right behind him now. So
JJ on Barters. Oh, that's super close.
So he's having a big look into the Della Roggia there. And then we've got Slambo right on the back of Bounty too, after his mistake into the first chicane. So it's been a pretty hot start so far. JJ just sticking the nose of that Mercedes out. So come through Lesmo 2. Now up the back straight.
Barters didn't have a good run through Lesmo 1 that time. Oh, this is so close up to Ascari.
You've got the two Bentleys behind. That's K-Man and Bounty going at it. So K-Man's able to keep in front. So come through Ascari and then JJ all over the back of Barters. So a good little battle here for P4, 5, 6 and 7. We've got a couple of Selby Acoustic Racing boys in there. ICR's in there. Bruce Hale Racing. And then the Games and Racing team, Mercedes of JJ flying the flag. While his teammates a little bit further down the field, P11 and P13 for those boys for Fly and Andrali.
And and Slambo is in the toe of that beastly Bentley. So, as expected, PHR Green Machines looking very strong in race pace. Slambo, oh, he was thinking about a dive.
He was thinking about it there, yeah. It's been all very cordial so far. Cordial, sorry. There hasn't been any argy-bargy as of yet. It's all been nice
super
and
sweet.
clean. Yep.
It was super clean out the back too. No contact through the first chicane on lap 1. Yeah, so great job for the guys.
And then we've got Aaron. He's in the pits as well. So he's another early stopper.
Oh, Slambo's really looking at Bounty.
He's having a big look. That was through Lesmo 1, Lesmo 2. Looks like Bounty ran a little bit wide there as well. Oh, that was through. Yeah. So can he get a run up this back straight into Ascari? That's what I like about this circuit. There are a few different places to overtake as well.
But you can't afford to get caught into a dogfight because you will lose a whole heap of time. It can be difficult to follow from all the aero wash, but the guys will all feel the pressure that they will want to get past, because if you're that close to someone, you'll always feel that you're being held up, and there's always another guy down the track to go and catch.
Yep.
Except for River.
Well, yeah, River. He's kind of cleared out a little bit. He's got
totally gone.
Yeah, he's got a huge gap between him and Vic. As we're watching, this is Slambo, a little bit of helicopter cam. We'll see if he can. He's way too far back to make a run into turn 1. Does make up a little bit of ground under brakes, and he's got Gazzers here right behind him as well. So good clean racing from those guys, but I reckon Slambo might start to grow a little bit impatient as they go around Curva Grande there. You want to try and get past him. He's obviously got the pace to do it. We'll see if he can execute a move. No, not into the chicane there. I think that was someone on the grass. I'm not too sure who that was in front. Oh, I think JJ was just putting a move. No, he's defending. He was defending pretty hard. Oh, there's Bounty as well.
K-Man has lost a bit of time because all of a sudden Bounty was all over the back of him. Oh, and this is Slambo's chance because Bounty's lost out through Lesmo 2 behind K-Man.
Here we go.
So will he be clear on the outside? Bounty's going to let him go. That is the smart thing to do.
Yep. Nice work from Slambo. He was hassling Bounty for a couple of laps there. It was kind of going to be inevitable for him to get past, and Bounty probably did himself as big a favour as he could, letting him through. So Slambo, he moves up. So last round's race winner. He's up there in the top 10 again. We'll see if he's going to be there in another 50 minutes, because almost 10 minutes has passed in this one already. And it is that man, River runs 5.7 seconds behind, in front already of Vic Chan. He's put the foot down. And then you got behind Vic, you've got HSV in P3, so having a cracking run. And JJ moving his way up into P4. And then Barter's in P5, less than a second behind him. And then Brenticles, he's pitting now as well. So that's another early pit stop on lap 5. So we had a few cars coming in on the opening lap. And then we've had a few more since then as well. So we've had about six cars in total who have made at least one stop so far. All right, what about Andrelli? How's he going? He is down in P11. So he's got Brenticles tucked up behind him. For P&L, he's looking to make a move up the inside here. He does squeezes past. Yep, beautiful. So,
oh, someone's off. Someone's off through the first Lesmo exit.
Oh, it was started with a 3.
A GRT?
I think that might have been JJ. I think it was. He's way down. He is behind Gaza. So he's just in front of his teammate Fly.
I wasn't on board with him. I just saw him fly off to the left. I was on board with Barters. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's all closed up. Oh, that's bad for JJ.
It doesn't look like he has any damage to the car though, so might have gotten away with that one without having to pit for repairs. But that's cost him big time. He was up there in P4, so he's dropped down into P9, unfortunately for him. So Fly will try and run with him for a little bit. In the meantime, though, it's still this little scrap here of you've got K-Man, you've got Slambo behind him, and Bounty. So Bounty's hung around with Slambo, who hasn't let him get away. And they're all chasing that Lamborghini of Barter's just in front of them as well. Bounty just letting Slambo know that he's there. And then there's HSV just in front of this group. And it's kind of... Vic has just absolutely cleared out. He's...
Vic is just finally starting to stabilise the gap. It was 5.5, 5.8, 5.9, and now it's out to 6. So my only suspicion is that River is running lighter on fuel, because if he's not, no one's going to touch him.
He's pumping it in right now. So he's streaking the field. Then Vic's sort of by himself, and HSV's kind of in a little bit of a race by himself as well. So the top three. Oh, it's K-Man. Gets a little bit loose out of Lesmo 1. That sort of top three are a little bit spread out, but then it comes to this group here of 4, 5, 6, and 7. They're all together, and then Gaza, he's just starting to catch up to them as well as Bounty. So they go under the bridge. Slambo's having to go defensive as they go into Ascari. So these two got very, very similar pace.
And it looks like they're all having moments through the Lesmo being so close to the car ahead.
So you reckon it's that aero wash having an effect on them?
I do. Gaz is doing the smart thing. He's just sitting back a little bit from the 4 of them. But I'm going to stay on board with Slambo and just keep an eye, because every time the last 3 laps, these guys through Lesmo, someone's had a moment, and JJ obviously leaving the bitumen.
Well, we'll follow. I'll put Slambo on the main screen. We're on board with him, so we're seeing what you're seeing at the moment, Nige.
Yep.
So we'll see how he goes through Lesmo.
Yeah, he's got the 2 SARs cars ahead of him, Bentley and a Lambo through Curva Grande, and Bounty's just dropped back through Redfield at that time. So Della Roger. Yep, and here we go. Lesmo yet again. So the SAR boys are nice and close. Oh, a little wide from Slambo that time, and those SAR boys are nice and close. K-Man looks good in the Bentley. And excellent. That Lesmo 2 from Slambo just then, that was quick.
Yeah.
So he's had a fantastic exit. And so is Bounty. Bounty's closed back up. So just a little bit of a gap and they get a clean run, and of course the problem is then you're going to start closing up on the boys ahead. Oh, and Slambo had a moment through the middle of Ascari.
So it's just that
Didn't cost him much.
That last part of the corner at Ascari, that's the one that can sort of tip you off.
They can all tip you if you take a little bit too much of the first one, and then if you get a little bit too much up on the inside curb on the right-hander, that can really pull you off track. Makes a big difference what car you're in, how you've got it set up. But Slambo a little bit closer to K-Man through Parabolica, and Bounty's dropped back for this lap.
Alright, so he's just slightly dropping back. He's got the lights on now. He makes a lot of ground under brakes though in that Porsche on the Bentley. Bentley's kind of known for its braking prowess, but he's made up a lot of ground now on K-Man. That gap's nice and close. Looks like K-Man might have had a little bit of a moment because Barters has opened up the gap a little bit on his Selby Acoustics Racing teammate. So Slambo's providing a lot of the action for us tonight. Not much happening out in front, except we will get to it in a moment because it looks like HSV's only half a second behind Vic Chan. I just want to stay with this for a moment. Don't want to miss Slambo if he's able to make a pass on K-Man. As they come through. So that Porsche looking very hooked up. And as you pointed out, Nige.
Yeah, through Lesmo too. That is awesome from Slambo. Yeah, he's yet again, Slambo just with incredible race pace, and he's got the confidence in the car. So even though it wasn't there for one lap speed, and he's had to play with the throttle again through Ascari. I wonder if that was a bit of aero wash.
Yeah. Well, just sorry. I was going to say, just in the meantime, Vic Chan, he's 9.7 seconds behind a River Run. So I think Haggis in the chat pointed it out. He must have had a big, he might have had a moment there because it was at 6 seconds, as you pointed out, Nige. It's at 9.4, and it's 2 seconds now between HSV and Vic Chan. So the ICR still in P2, P3, but Vic had a little bit of a moment, no doubt. But we'll get back to this one, though, because this battle's looking really good between Slambo and K-Man as he comes right up behind him again, closes up under brakes into the first chicane. And Andrali, he's up in P9 as well. So nice. He's having a good start for the Gamesman Racing team. He started in P15. So he's moved up 6 spots already. So he's having a good start to the race. All right. So just scanning the field here as we hear the cars just touching.
JJ off to the side of the track.
Oh, that's coming through, I think, just up towards... Oh, that's past Della Roja. I think he's hit the wall somewhere because he's got a little bit of cosmetic damage at least. At the front of the car, we can see there. Yeah.
These boys are all closing up yet again. And they're actually closing a little bit on HSV and Vic. So these boys are not doing it easy tonight. It looks like... and Barters was slow entry into Ascari. K-Man's got to run. This is where Slambo wants to be nice and close, but River's the only one that's doing it comfortably at the moment.
Yeah, here we go. K-Man looking to go around the outside of his teammate. I reckon he might have been a little bit later on the brakes there through Parabolica. If he can get a good run out of there. But
this is Slambo's chance too.
Yeah, and Bounty as well. He could come pick the bones out of... Barter's pits though. But here goes Slambo. Slambo looks like he's got a pretty good run on K-Man.
Got an awesome run to the inside.
It's going to be a drag into turn 1. Who can break the latest? It's Slambo It is Slambo. So great racing between those two. Look at Bounty now. He goes around the outside of K-Man. They touch! They touch! And K-Man, did he turn around? Oh, K-Man almost turned around. He went into the wall there.
I think Gaz is going to get Bounty.
Oh, they go around side by side through Curva Grande. Looks like Gaz is going to get him. This is not good for your ICR, boys. He does. So that's +1 for Bruce Hart Racing Team as they go through Della Roja. So Gaz has been the big winner out of all of that. So is Slambo Baggin. The big loser, though, unfortunately, K-Man. He's dropped down a couple. Oh, Bounty runs wide there through Lesmo 1. Almost went around. But that was very nicely done by Gazza. He bided his time. He was nice and patient. And he's moved himself up into P5. So nice result for him. As we are almost a third race distance. 20 minutes has just evaporated. It's still a River Runs. He's 8 seconds ahead of Vic Chan. So Vic's managed to pull the second back from him. HSV is 2.1 seconds behind Vic Chan in P3. So it's still... it's an ICR P2, P3. Then Slambo, who we've seen a lot of already. Then his Bruce Hull Racing teammate of Gaza in P5. Bounty in P6. K-Man for Selby Acoustics in P7. Andrali continues to climb the standings. He's in P8. Kart number 1. He's in P9. And the first of our pit stoppers. So that's going to start to play itself out a little bit. Eagle Wind, he's up in P10. So he started in P4, but he pitted on lap 1. He's having a good run of it right now. He's 9.6 seconds behind kart number 1, so that's more than enough time for him to get past in a pit stop. So he's looking really good right now. Barters and Ty Morgo down there. Wheezy Weston, he's struggling a little bit tonight. Down in P18, he has stopped. I'm not too sure if he's had another moment or not there, but that's pretty much the field right now with just under 30, with just over 20 minutes gone in this one. This is round 7, Series 4 of the Pro Division in Race on Oz. My name's Nick. I'm joined by Nige. I hope you are all enjoying the stream. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much. We've got a bit going on in there. What is it? Stuart Barkley, great job, guys. Cracking start. Gaming Eclipse, I think HSV take that indicator on. Big Les, Vic must work for Ozpost because he just sent it in there. So I think that was when Vic got past earlier. HSV, I like that. Paul Ince, is it easy to do chopper cam? I think I did a bit of chopper cam for him. Big Les, work together, boys. JJ could pull Fly up. So JJ, yeah, he's behind Fly now, so he's done him a favour. And then Gaming Eclipse just cheering on his good friend Andrali, who's up in P8. He's only he's 7 seconds behind this man on screen, K-Man, who's in P7. You want to do a lap on board with? Let's do a lap on board with River Runs. We'll be quiet for a lap. We'll pick him up as he comes to the Curva Grande. Let's watch the man at work. Let's see why he's doing it so good.
He was quicker that time than I saw him do it in qualifying. 276 down the straight.
Alright, I'm not going to lie, Nige. I just watched his steering wheel the whole time then.
Yeah.
What did you see? What did you see, Nige?
How smooth are his inputs? Like,
yeah.
Smooth and progressive. He's got it on a dime. So coming into De La Roger, he gets all his braking done in a straight line. Turn in. Nose. Oh, he's just a fraction later that time. The last time through there was picture perfect. But look, River driving really beautifully. Nice tight line through Lesmo 1, using all the exit curb. Nice and strong through Lesmo 2. Use the camber. Don't run too wide. But this is one that really trips me out. Have a look how much curb he's using through Ascari. You can actually hear it in the onboard how much his right tyres get on the right-hand curb through the middle of it.
Oh, so just here. Oh, so he touches.
Like he rides that curb for ages, and I don't think anyone else can do that.
Well, I think
and of course.
Sorry, keep going.
Sorry, dude. And of course, the more you're on, you can use that middle curb on the right, opens up the last part.
And I think you even pointed that out when we were watching practice, like how much of the curb there was taking through Ascari as well, and that no one else was doing anything close to that either. So he's he's looking like he's probably enjoying that car right now. He's a mile in front, so Vic Chance is crossing the line now, and he's at the first chicane, so it's 11.2 seconds. The difference between him and Vic. Usually we see Vic a lot closer than that, but River is in an absolute class of his own tonight. HSV, he's putting in a great effort. This man here, Bounty, so ICR, they're up there again. So they're in P2, P3, P6. This could be the round, Nige. This could be the one that starts the spark that gets ICR back up the field. He's chasing down Gazzy here for Bruce Har Racing. Just having a look at the cars that started, that pitted early. It's Eagle Wind, so the first of the pit stoppers. He's up there in P9, so he qualified P4. He's had a lot of clean air. He's looking very tidy right now. We've got half the field has pitted, well, just over half the field. The other half we're still waiting for right now, but. Yeah, I'm not too sure if Vic's still racing with the one arm. I assume that it's a lot better now. But yeah, we usually see a little bit closer between him and whoever else. But yeah, a River runs. In the meantime, though, Adman in that Porsche for BHR. He's down in P13. He started in P17. He has pitted once already. So he's just working out his strategy. He's tucked in behind Brenticles for P&L. So he'll try and work his way up the field, but he's one of the half of the field that has stopped already. All right, so we've kind of settled down a little bit. A lot of the field sort of strung out. This is Bounty and Gaza, so they're still nice and tight together. Nothing separating them as they begin another lap. So this is Bentley versus Bentley, BHR versus ICR. We're coming up very fast on the halfway mark of this one.
Yep, a couple of ROOZ veterans having a ding-dong battle, so they'll both be thoroughly enjoying this. And then just to reiterate what you were saying about the guys who have stopped, so Eagle and Ty on lap 1 for PNL, and that has really worked out for Eagle because Barters was running P4, and then that battle pack of 4, they were just slowing each other down just enough that Eagle has cleared Barters by 3.5 seconds with a bit over 30 minutes to go.
Yeah, I thought it was quite the canny strategy, and it's looking like it's playing out to perfection for him. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Who else? I thought they both ran a bit wide there, but they didn't. That was fine. Andrali, he's in the pits. So he's making his first stop. So he's just coming out now. He will tuck in front of... Who's he going to come out in front of? Number... He's going to drop down to...
He's behind Fly.
Yep. There you go. So, he's got a River who's coming around up the front straight. I was just trying to figure out who he was in front of, but that was the race leader. So he's going to come ahead, as you pointed out, in front of Fly. So getting his first stop out of the way. All right, so back to this little battle between these two boys. Yeah.
Bounty and Gaz.
Yeah. Having a look
and
at...
Sorry, dude.
Yep.
They're just closing up a bit on Slambo. So Slambo ran wide through Lesmo 1 on the preceding lap, which kicked up all that dirt. Bounty's got pace. This is looking good. He's got to run. Is he gonna?
Oh, he pulls out
He's
late.
Looking.
Oh. He had a decent look at it.
Oh, he's got such good mid-corner speed through turn 2 of that chicane. Yeah, Bounty is having a great season in that Bentley. And here we go again. He's got another run. Looking. He's just keeping the pressure on all the time.
Yeah, he's just checking. Trying to
a little late. He's a little late through the line there, but there's not enough time into the Lesmo one.
Oh, Gazza run. They took sort of a different lines to one another. Oh, it's not really a passing opportunity, is it, into Lesmo 2? looking to Ascari again as Klaus let us know that's the halfway mark of this one. So it's still the river runs from Vic Chan from HSV, Slambo Baggin in P5, Gaza, who we're on board, we're watching on board in Bounty's car, is in P6. Then it's Barters in P7, and then cart number 1 is in P8. I don't know who's in P9 and 10 because I can't see that on the screen yet, but we'll get back to that in a moment. But let's see if Bounty can continue putting on the pressure. So in talking about having a good season, Bounty, so he has had a decent season. He's not finished any lower. So bar his worst result in Snetterton in race 2 of the sprint race, as he gets in the slipstream of Gaza up the front straight. I reckon he might get in this time.
Yep.
I think he does. Yeah, he does. That's a nice move.
K-Man had the smallest of slides on exit from Parabolica, and that was the difference.
That was
Wow.
do you mean Gaza, or do you mean Gaza had the smallest of slides? Do you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
What did I say?
No, K-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's all right. I thought that's who you meant. All right. Oh, then Gaza trying to have a look back. There's Slambo Baggin in the foreground. Oh,
Gaza's
no.
off.
He does run wide.
Oh, he hit the sausage.
Yeah. So that's let Bounty off there. He's that sort of released him from any real pressure from Gaz. He was having a look again through De La Roja, maybe just trying to take an opportunity while it was still fresh, but no good for him. Cart number 1, on the other hand, he's chasing down Ty Morgo, although Ty has pitted. So is Barters. What's happened to Eagle? Oh, Eagle wins pitting. So Eagle wins going to complete his second stop.
And that might be...
He has completed his second stop. Sorry, my mistake.
He could be looking good for as high as P4, because if he's had clean track for most of the race, and you've guys Slambo, Bounty, Gaz, Barters, K-Man, who have all been in battles, yeah, this is it's looking good for Eagle.
Yeah, he's a consistent performer. So he's sort of just flies under the radar a little bit, but yeah, he's having a cracking race tonight. So he's down there in P16, but obviously, yeah, both stops completed. So we'll keep an eye on him. So that means Barters is the highest of the cars who've stopped once. So he's looking good for Selby Acoustics Racing right now. In the meantime, a River Runs. He's continued to pull a gap. So it's 14 seconds now between him and Vic Chan. And HSV still in there in P3. He's having a cracking race. Slambo up there, so he's putting himself in contention again. Bounty is in there. Gaza, and then this man Barters as well. So I think we're looking forward to we're looking good for a grandstand finish here around Monza. So back with Bounty. So I was just having a look at the stats before. So where was it? It was Bounty. So he's had a decent season. So he's not finished any lower than 8th. So he started Silverstone 6th, Donington 5th. He was 5th in Barcelona. He was 8th in Snetterton in race 1. Race 2, we're not really going to count that. 6th, he was in the Nürburgring. And then last round, he was 7th. So he's around the mark. This is where he generally finishes. That's been sort of the consistent theme of his season. So we'll see if he can maintain that spot right now.
And he's closing in on Slambo for P4, and all of these boys, they're going to have it in the back of their mind that they need to be cutting very clean, fast laps. One of the ICR boys just pitted, so HSV is in.
Yep.
I'll keep an eye on his stationary time.
All right, while you do that, we'll have a look at K-Man. So he's giving chase to his teammate Aaron in the other Selby Acoustics Racing Bentley. And they're trying to follow the Porsche of Adman, who's moved himself up into P11 from P17. So he's having a good run of it tonight. He has pitted once already. Drivers that we're still waiting for one stop as JJ, he pits for his first right now. So we're on lap 19. But drivers that are yet to pit, a River Runs out in the lead. We've also got, a River, Vic Chan, and Slambo. But that's one of the SAR boys coming in now. It was one of the Bentleys. Just trying to work out who that was. It was Aaron. So Aaron's going to pit as well. He started down in P11. This will be his second stop too. So he'll get both of his stops out of the way. He stopped very, very early on, lap 3. JJ's still in there. How'd the pit stop for HSV go, Nige?
Yep, stationary for 14 seconds, and Barters has just cleared him on the exit. So Barters ahead of HSV after first stops, and that means that Eagle would have been ahead of the both of them. So yeah, this is going to be very, very close for P3 heading back. And Bounty all over the back of Slambo through Parabolica. So, and they're both staying out.
Looks like he's got a pretty good run.
Yeah, these boys have had lots of fuel on board. 37 minutes gone. Here
he goes again.
Out of the stream.
We saw this a couple of laps ago.
Got him.
Another,
wow. Yeah. Wow. I enjoyed that. That
was really good. It was kind of like when you look, if you're a layman and you're looking at that, you're like, well, what's so spectacular about that? That was bloody good. That was hard under the brakes. It was good, nice, clean pass as well. Slambo looking to have a run. This is what Gazza did as well, and he lost it through De La Roja. So hopefully that doesn't happen to Slambo. He gets through there as well. So he'll try and keep some more pressure on Bounty as Gazza, his BHR teammate, he pits as well. So where are you, Gazza, on my list? Where did you start? P14. All right, so he's having a good result, lap 20. All right, so we're just waiting for the kart number 1. He's pitting as well, so that'll be his first stop, I believe. Yes, kart number 120. All right. 3 drivers that have stopped twice. Eagle Wind, Aaron, and JJ Penguin. They're down in 15th, 16th, and 19th. And everyone else in front of them needs to pit at least one more time. Drivers that need to pit twice is A River Runs, Vic Chan, Bounty, and Slambo. Alright, so what do we got here? Fun fact, Klaus has a scholarship to the School of Mimes at the Offenberg School of Silent Arts. As we see Bounty, he's pitting for the first time. I've got to get back to that chat because that looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, do it. I'll keep an eye on Bounty.
All right, I just got to get some action on the screen. All right, what else do we have in there? Merc is doing Merc things again. That's Joe Mahoney. That's JJ. What's he doing? Pauline's a quiet engineer, is good most of the time. JJ, stop chatting. Big Les, wish he was more quiet or on time with info. I don't need to know about a yellow flag zone I've just passed. I don't know what that's about. Smell something burning. Is it too late to jump back into the Audi? Sir McSquid. JJ, easier to control the car by texting. Gaming Eclipse. What else? Paul Ince defending just gives up the place later, I reckon. Paul Ince like straight after the chicane and more risk. Okay, so that's the chat. I like the one about Klaus. All right. So out in front, A River still doing it easy. 14.3 seconds. Slambo's up there in P3. So those 3 have not stopped yet. Everyone else has stopped at least. Well, that's Ty Morgo. He's running a little bit deep at De La Roja.
So Bounty stationary for about 17 seconds, so quite a bit longer than I expected. And Brentigles is having a look into Lesmo 1, backs out of it. So those boys who have run heavier fuel obviously going to pay the benefit with less stationary time in the pits, but River over 40 minutes worth of fuel on board at the start. River untouchable tonight. Untouchable.
He is killing it. And yes, Gaming Clips, I can smell something burning, but I don't know if it's my apartment or if it's my neighbour's apartment, but it's sort of tripping me out a little bit. But anyway, we'll battle on. I just hope it's nothing in my apartment. All right, so we've got less than 20 minutes to go. We've got 19 minutes to go. And yeah, as you were saying, a River runs an absolute class of his own tonight. 14.6 seconds ahead of Vic Chan. As we're watching Brentigles here, he is in the battle with Bounty. So we've seen Bounty. Oh, he's a little bit of drifting through Parabolica. Is that enough for Brentigles to get past Bounty coming into the pits anyway? So I think that will
he's
be...
going to get both stops done.
Yeah.
And presumably the second stop will be a lot shorter than the first one. The track temperature has been dropping, so the later you leave it to stop, the more time it'll take for the pressures to get back up.
Alright.
Bounty underway.
Okay, so he's back out. Yeah, don't worry, we'll keep the stream going if something catches fire. A River's pitting! So River's coming into the pits. So let's have a look. So Vic Chan is going to continue by the looks of it. Let's see if he does. Yeah, he does. And this means Slambo Baggin, he's in P3. We'll see if he continues. So he's one of the drivers that have yet to pit. And he's pitting. All right, so Slambo responds. So that'll be his
River
first stop.
stationary, 16, 17 seconds. So that's a long stop from River. That was the same as Bounty, and Eagle cleared Bounty.
All right. So let's see. We'll have to wait now for Vic to see what he goes. Stream first, save home and possessions later. Yes, I agree. We'll let the insurance take care of that. All right. So let's see what Vic Chan does if he responds straight away. So you think that a River went heavy? No, wouldn't have. Do you go heavy or light with fuel? What do you reckon? Judging on that stuff.
He's had a ton of fuel on board to go through over 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Stationary for 17 seconds. Slambo stationary for about 14 or 15.
Brenticles, he's in the pits now as well. So that will be his second stop, I believe. Yep. It's about 23. I missed his first one. So he's down there in P10. What is this man going to do now? Vic Chan. Will he respond to a River runs? A River's still come out in P2. I'm just thinking, where's... So, Barters has managed to jump HSV. I think, did you point that out to Nige?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
While I was,
Eagle cleared Bounty. So of the boys that have made both stops,
Yep.
Eagle and Bounty, and Brentigles is heading out of the pits now.
And Vic pits. Vic comes into the pits,
Oh,
so he responds to River. So
And Bounty just goes ahead of Brentigles, so... Wow. So they both pitted for their second stops within a lap of each other. And Bounty ahead. So Eagle's a little bit further down the track. Yeah, so...
Alright,
Actually, Eagle's a long way further down the track. So Eagle's having a sensational race.
Alright, so a River, he goes through straight away. Barters, what can he...
Big
He's
pits.
coming around... Yeah, so Vic's in the pits now. Oh, he's out. He's going out now. Barters is coming around Parabolica. So... Oh, Barters pits.
Yeah.
Alright, so he responds. Okay. Now you were talking about Eagle Wind as well. I'll just write down that. So that'll be Barters' final stop. But this man, Eagle Wind, he's down in P12. So you think podium, he's the first of the second stoppers?
Eagle could be looking to challenge Vic.
Alright, let's have a look at the gap between those two. So Vic Chan, he's coming up to Della Roja now. And then Eagle Wind, he is coming around Parabolica. So that's the gap between those two, and that's for P2. So Eagle Wind, he has stopped. Vic Chan just completed his stop. Did you time it? Did you time that Vic Chan stop by chance?
I actually didn't see Vic's stationary time,
Okay,
so
that's okay.
that's why there's a bit of an unknown.
Looks like Fly is close to Andrali. These are GRT teammates. So they're both yet to complete their second stops. So everyone has stopped at least once. So everyone's at least done one stop. We're only 14 minutes remaining as well. So this race has absolutely flown by. Let's see if Fly can get a nice little run on his teammate Andrali in that Gamesman Racing Team Audi of his. Oh, he runs very wide through Lesmo 1. So that's going to let Andrali off the hook a little bit. But yeah, let's keep an eye on this Eagle Wind versus Vic Chan battle for a podium. What about HSV? So he is in P3. So we'll just watch this play itself out. I do love the GRT liveries this season. They look fantastic. Runs a little bit wide through Ascari again. So HSV, he's 10.8 seconds behind Vic Chan in P3. So he's just coming through the first chicane. So if we have a look at Eagle Wind, he's about to come through Parabolica as well. So it's looking sensational for the P&L driver, Eagle Wind. He's looking very good right now for a podium position as we see Adman. He comes into the pit, so I think that will be his second and final. It will be. So he pitted very early on. And then Fly, he's come into the pits as well, so that'll be his second stop too. Just the burning smell's gone, so crisis averted. For anyone wondering. Oh no, Eagle Wind! He's had a moment through the first chicane there. So not a huge one, but I think he just might have missed his braking marker, run a little bit deep. But he's managed to keep it going all right. He's got Barters right behind him now.
Yeah, he does.
So both these boys have stopped. That'll be very tantalising for that Lamborghini Selby Acoustics racing driver, Barters.
He's gone deep into the Della Roger. He's
just making
on a very late line, and he's lost a bit of time there. So, see, that's the thing. Eagle won't know, he might not know that he's in contention for such a good result, but I think Vic should be good for P2, but Eagle's definitely looking good for the P3, as you said.
Yeah, Paul Lentz almost looked like Eagle Wind might have spun in the first chicane. That was yeah, pretty close. He ran really deep. It's so easy to do there with those sausage curbs and just upset the car, and next thing you know, you turned around the wrong way. But he survived to fight another day. And then Barters is, yeah, as you pointed out, Nige, he made a little mistake through the Della Roger. And he's not able to put as much pressure on as he'd like, though. But this man here came out. He's putting on all kinds of pressure on Gaza. So I think these two had a cracking, but oh no, it was K-Man and someone else.
K-Man and Gaz last week
yeah.
in Pro-Am at Alton.
Yeah,
They're doing it again.
It was hammer and tongue between these two, and here they go again. The old timers, if you like, the veterans of ROOZ. So this is down in P6 and P7. This is Bruce Hall Racing versus Selby Acoustics. K-Man having a look again in there into Della Roger. So Bentley versus Bentley. Who can pull it off? We have 10.5 minutes left. We still have 9 cars that need to make their final stop. Can Eagle Wind get onto the podium? Can HSV hang on? Can Vic Chan make any kind of headway? It's 11.9 seconds between him and a River Runs. We've got a few stories going on here in K-Man. Can he get past? Gaz is here. Where is Bounty? He's down there in P11. So both of these cars need to stop as well. I'm just thinking, will Bounty finish around P5, P6, P7 again? Yeah. We'll wait and see. But in the meantime, the man from New South Wales, regional New South Wales, I do believe. He's near the border, K-Man. He's chasing down Gaza.
HSV pits for the last time. Ty goes through. So Ty has had a good run. He closed up on HSV a lot through that second stint.
So
HSV's going to need a very, very short stop if he wants P3.
Well, we got Eagle Wind. He's approaching Parabolica now. So out of the Ascari. HSV looks like he's still stationary. And K-Man, he's coming into the pits as well. So let's see. HSV still stationary. This is looking good for Eagle Wind.
Yes, it is. And it's looking good for Barters. I think they're both going to clear him. They are too.
Yeah, Barters is right behind. And there we go.
Through.
And Barters is going to just get through. He does. So HSV drops two spots with that stop. And that puts Eagle Wind in podium contention. Puts him in a podium position right now. He just made up 6 spots. Oh, no, he didn't make up 6 spots. Like, once it all shakes out, he's looking good. All right. So, great job from P&L. They're having a good one. Your ICR boys are still doing all right, though. Ty Morgo, he's up there in P3 for P&L. So, it's Bruce Hale Racing, ICR, and P&L right now on a podium. BHR are doing well represented there again in P4, P5, Slambo and Gaza, but obviously they still need to pit one more time as we approach just over 8 minutes left for round 7 for the Pro Series at Monza. Oh no, that was Wheezy. I think that was Wheezy. It was one of the P&L, yeah. So
he jumped out of the way because that was K-Man coming up fast behind him after his pit stop. So you got 3 Bentleys, Bounty, Brenticles, and K-Man, and Wheezy did the very... Oh, K-Man! Oh, he held onto it on the exit of Lesbo 2. He was pushing super hard.
Just trying to get to K-Man. Oh, he goes under the bridge. So, Gaza pits. So that will be his final stop.
So Eagle, Barters, and HSV all exiting Parabolica.
Yep.
And then Bounty is the next one, so Gaz stationary.
Let's see if Bounty can get him.
Yes, I suspect he will. And
oh, did he
Gaz
just
underway.
Drop? Yep.
And Brenticles is going to get him as well.
So Bounty coming through. We will see Gaza exiting the pits.
Close. It's going to be close with K-Man, Nick. Have a look at this.
Oh, here we go. So K-Man right behind him.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to have the warmer tyres as well. So we'll stick with this then. This is going to be good. So they're going to resume hostilities. Gaza and K-Man. They had a cracker last week. I think I saw them in the Discord chat. Just thanking each other for the good race. Probably be the same again tonight. As we've got just over 6 minutes remaining. K-Man having a look. He'll have the advantage with the warmer tyres. Can't go up the inside at De La Roja.
Oh, Gaz was late. He went a bit deep.
He's having a look. He's having a look, K-Man. He's having a look.
Oh, heaps of pressure.
Runs a little bit wide. We've seen everyone do that tonight, though. Run through. It sort of seems to be the line of choice through Lesmo 1.
He's got a run. He's got a big run. Pulls out very, very early. Oh, he's got him. So Gaz had a wobble on the exit of Lesbo 2. Is he clear?
I think he is. Yeah, he is. Nice work, K-Man into Ascari. Oh, Wheezy Weston might have got distracted watching those two just passing each other. So K-Man, he moves up into P10 now. All right, so Eagle Wind, he's currently P5. We're still waiting on River. He is 16 seconds ahead of Vic Chan, so he's looking very tidy. But the podium, let's have a look where Vic Chan is. So K-Man's cleared Gaza. So we'll step away from that for a moment. So Vic Chan, he's about to come through Ascari now. Where is Eagle Wind? Eagle Wind's just coming through Curva Grande. So still a fair gap between those two. What about Ty Morgo? He's P&L teammate. That's a little bit closer between those two. So P&L looking on for a strong finish. They've got 4.5 minutes, these boys, to get their pit stops done before this one's over. So we'll see how, if Eaglewind can get the podium. I reckon he would know that he's in contention. Surely he would know. Or
Oh, absolutely. If you've driven a really clean race and you are hitting good lap times, you'll know you'll be in contention.
So
Absolutely.
So Vic's pitted. So he's just coming. And looks like Ty Morgo is going to follow him in as well.
Yeah.
So Vic and Ty, they pit. Slambo goes through, so he's yet to complete his stop. So here comes Eaglewind, just out of the Ascari chicane. So this is it. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. They're still both stationary by the look of it.
Vic's underway. And Ty's underway.
Oh, this is going to be closer. Here comes, this is Eaglewind out of Parabolica. I reckon these two.
They might have done it.
It's going to be close between Eaglewind and Ty.
Oh, Eagle's got Ty.
Here he comes. He comes through. Will Barters get through as well? That's going to be the question. He does. Barters slips past. So nice work from Barters. He's driven a great race tonight. And then HSV's right in there too. So he'll want to put all sorts of pressure on Ty Morgo. But Eaglewind, he's moved up to, I think, will he be in the podium spot right now? I think, well, we've got to wait for a River and Slambo still to pit. But, yeah, he's P4 right now. We'll wait for Slambo to pit. And then that will solidify it. Oh, HSV runs over the sausage curbs at De La Roja. So that lets Eaglewind off. And here comes a River Runs. So he's in the pits now. He's approaching Slambo Baggin. He will take the lead of this race. But that's not
He might have to pit this lap.
Who, Slambo?
I don't think they could afford to wait another lap to make the stop. I think you'll see Slambo pit right now.
All right, let's see.
Yep, here we go.
There we go. Good call, Nige. And this is Vic Chan. So a River, he's just getting away now. And Vic Chan hasn't even entered Parabolica yet. So it's nice and easy for our race leader. But Slambo Baggin yet to stop. And Vic Chan making his way through Parabolica. So he will take second position back. He'll do that in a moment. There's this man here, stationary. And there goes that man. So he takes back P2. But P&L driver, Eaglewind, on for a podium. Can Barters put him under a little bit of pressure in the final?
Eagle's done it. And Barters and Ty and HSV's going to clear Slambo as well.
What about Bounty? Slambo's just getting underway. You can see him in the background just slightly. No, so Slambo is going to come out in P7 by the looks of things. Yeah, he does. All right, cool. So nice work from... no, where are you, Slambo? He's behind 552. Yeah, in...
Oh, Eagle's gone deep into the De La Rojas. Barter's got a chance. So this is for P3.
Here we go. So
sensational.
We're down to less than a minute. I haven't heard Klaus say we're on the final lap yet either. And we've got HSV. He's all over the back of Ty Morgo. So we've got action in the final minutes. This is for 3, 4, 5, and 6 right now. So we'll try and keep an eye on both of them. HSV tucked in right behind Ty Morgo as they go under the bridge. He's going to go around the outside of the Scari. I think Ty just outbraked him then. He did. This is a great battle between these two. Oh no, Barters! Barters has gone off at the exit of the Scari. So that means Ty Morgo and HSV, they just slipped through. And that means that Eaglewind, that's nice and comfortable for him now in P3. HSV going around the outside of Parabolica. Go side by side. This is the final lap. Once they cross the line, they'll start the final lap. A River Runs and Vic Chan don't know anything that's going on behind them right now. They're doing it nice and easy. HSV has one more lap to try and get past the P&L Bentley of Ty Morgo. He's going to go up the outside at the first chicane. Oh, Ty Morgo pulls it up nicely. He's got the inside run for turn 2, but he slams the door shut, so he should. Good driving between both of those drivers on the final lap. Both showing a lot of respect to each other. That was really good driving from both of them then.
On old tyres. That's sensational driving.
So Adman, he's coming into the pits as well. So I'm not too sure what that's about because he had cleared both of his stops. And a River Runs, he's 16.5 seconds out in front. So he's just cruising. He's coming through Ascari now. We'll pick him up shortly. But HSV and Ty Morgo, they're going to fight it out to the bitter end as we see HSV run a little bit wide through Lesmo 1. They've both got the lights on. I don't know what's happened to Adman. And we've got 205 in there as well. Or 305. Is that JJ? Yeah, I'm not too sure what's happened to him there. Alright, so a River Runs. He's coming through Parabolica. So he put it on pole position. He's got the number 1 flashing on his car. Congratulations, the River Runs takes out victory of round 7 of the Pro Series. Well done for Bruce R Racing. Here comes one of your boys, Nige. ICR represented very nicely. Vic Chan, well done. He's going to take out P2. Congratulations to Vic. Then Eagle Wind, he's going to take home a very well-deserved P3. Great strategy from him. He pitted on the first lap, flashes the lights as he comes across the line. Well done to Eagle Wind. That was a great drive from him. JJ's just waiting for everyone there. And then Ty Morgo and HSV battle it out to the bitter end for P4, P5. Barters comes home in P6. And then Slambo Baggin, last round winner. He comes home in P7. Bounty in P8. Brenchicles, he's going to take home P9. And then K-Man, he's coming across the line for P10. Gaza, so he beats Gaza this time around. He's representing Bruce Hale Racing, comes across the line. Well done, Gaza. Fly, he's had a good race tonight. He started P16. He's going to finish P12. Well done to him for Games and Racing Team. He'll cross the line. Well done. And then we've got Aaron for Selby Acoustics Racing. He'll take home P13. Well done to Aaron. Andrali, he's called it quits. And Adman, he's going to be the... what's happened, Andrali? Has he run out of petrol, maybe? He's miscalculated the numbers as Adman just flies past. And Adman for Bruce for BHR. He's going to be the last of the runners of the lead lap to finish this one. He's going to bring us home. But well done to a River Runs. Fantastic effort from him. Vic Chan also in there, and Eagle Win. That was a really good strategy from Eagle Win. What were your thoughts, Nige? Give us your overview.
Mate, Eagle was doing sensational donuts. So Eagle's mighty happy, and he bloody well should be. That was a really, really good drive. River, obviously class of the field, and Vic comfortable enough to bring it home in P2. But what a sensational battle all the way back through until, P11. All those boys fighting for the top 10 positions, but what a sensational race. Super clean, lots of on-track battles, no one took tyres. Yeah, that was really good. Really enjoyed that.
I did too. I thought that was really good. Let's just catch up on the chat. Jackson Marshall cheering on HSV. Gaming Eclipse, great stream, guys. Thank you very much for that. Gaming Eclipse, Jambon Sickle, come on, P&L. So Mix-a-Lot Margarita, P&L, great drive. Go fly the Eagle. Morgo has him covered. Paul Ince was in there as well. Cameron Footnow, well done, River. Nice drive, Vic. Jambon Sickle, what a race. Haggis, great finishing, great racing. Paul Ince was very good. And then Paul Ince letting us both know that was a good stream. Thank you very much. Big Les, thank you very much as well. Paul Ryan commenting on the two commentators as well. Thank you very much. That was cracking. That was just to touch on Eaglewin's his strategy. So lap 1 he pitted, and then lap 18. So he was the only he was along with 3 drivers who pitted on lap 4 drivers I think who pitted on lap 1. The other driver, one of them, was Ty Morgo, who finished in P4. So Wheezy Western, so the 3 P&L boys, they all pitted on the first lap, and the other one was Adman. So it's worked out for Eagle Wind and Ty Morgo in the end there. That was an interesting strategy. We'll see if anyone takes notice of that and does it next week. And then having a look at HSV, I only had him. He went late. He kind of went the opposite. He pitted. His first stop was lap 19. I don't know when his second stop was. A little bit later than that, obviously. And we did 33 laps. So the optimal strategy, looks like pit early, get some clear air, pump in the laps, and then just after the halfway mark, pit again and get the run home. That looks like that's the optimal strategy.
Keeping it as clean as possible. Vic obviously had a few issues, small issues in that first stint, which allowed HSV to stay with him. But HSV's lost a little bit of time after he has let Vic back through, because he's lost out to Eagle and Ty, as you say, from taking those early stops. So clean track, that's what you want. All the Pro-Am and Am boys will be making notes, and lots of good information from that session tonight for them next week.
Well, a good result for ICR. We'll see if your boys Haggis can do it. I think is Metal Steel ICR. I can't remember, but
absolutely is.
Yep, and we'll see if Footner, hopefully Cart Dude's back next week as well, and they can resume their battle. But we are going to do it all again next week. We're going to be back here at Monza, but it's going to be the Pro-Am boys. So we'll see if they can put on as good a race as these guys tonight. But it was a River Runs who was a class above. He dominated tonight, and congratulations to him, Vic Chan and Eagle Wind on their podiums. I think that's it, Nige. I reckon we can sign off now.
Absolutely. Good job, Nick. I really enjoyed that, dude. So, we'll be here, same bat time, same bat channel next week, and look forward to it.
And until then, take care of yourselves. We'll see you then.